Glory to the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I'd like to present a question today to Bible believers, to serious Bible studiers. And the question is, was Adam first created as a spiritual being or as a fleshly carnal being? My conclusion is that Adam was first created as a spiritual being from the ground into a spiritual being. And here are the reasons why. We know that time plus the carnal flesh equals decay and death. I don't think there's a question of that, right? If you have time and you have carnal flesh, there will be decay and death. Scripture says that there was no death before Adam's transgression in the garden. And we'll look at the two scriptures that point to this. Genesis 2:17 says, "But the tree of knowledge of good and evil, thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die." Now look at Romans 5:12. "Wherefore, as by one man sin entered into the world, and death by sin, and so death passed upon all men, for that all have sinned." So there should be no doubt that there was no death while Adam was in the garden until his transgression. Now let's remember that time plus flesh equals decay and death. And then we can look at Adam in the garden before his transgression. If Adam was created on the sixth day, he was created within time. There's our time. God placed Adam in the garden. We even have space. There's the space. And if Adam was made of fleshly matter, we have matter. If Adam was made of fleshly matter, then God is a deceiver. And Adam was already on his way, already on the road to death, because he was made of flesh. He was made of fleshly carnal matter, and there was time. And time plus fleshly matter equals decay and death. But if Adam was made of a spiritual being, a spiritual body, from the ground into a spiritual body, then we would have Adam being created on the sixth day. We'd have the time still. We'd have Adam being placed in the garden by God. We'd have the space. And now, instead of a carnal body, Adam being a spiritual being will not see death and decay of his spiritual body. Only Adam's transgression would bring him into this carnal flesh body that we now all inhabit. The same carnal flesh body that we're all in bondage to. I'd like to know your opinion. Let me know. I want to just keep this short. There's many reasons why I believe that Adam was first created as a spiritual being, and his transgressions and his sin caused his flesh body to be brought on through the lust of his own heart, Scripture says. So I'd like to know your opinion. Leave your comments below. God bless.